First, the top headlines. Kuki militants fresh attack at Thamnapokpi, Imphal East District. No one injured. Huge gas of weapons seized. Security forces intensify operations in vulnerable areas. Delhi's air quality worsens to severe levels as smog engulfs city. PM Modi condemns attack on Hindu temple in Canada, calls for justice. Good afternoon, you're watching 12:30 p.m. ELITETV English News. This is Langlenton giving you the news in detail. In a fresh attack, Kuki militants opened fire at a village of Thamnapokpi, Meai Laikai, Lamla Assembly constituency in Imphal East District adjoining Kangpokpi District. The incident took place around 4 a.m. today. The Kuki militants opened fire many rounds of bullets from Ayuk-Ching, a Meitei area which is occupied by Kuki militants. However, no one was injured of the village. Talking to ELITETV News, many women villagers expressed their unhappiness over the attack and drew the attention of the authority concerned to look into the matter at the earliest.
Ngarang may nahatagi taji da kapiba nung mayje moy na ngaranga nahanga mangarak sure. Mamanglomdagi natraga maningomdagi ado karigumbada akoina masida akoina ngasi bauda leiraiba je chahi ani farakadora baje isu machado pure haraga ichage da kayama koi chelu baje migi mayimda sum laibe yadamna koi hanjalla e haraga sida da maira paibi da thoi baje akoina tumdi chahi ani mu phajalla kadora bane isu do puraga masida maningda leiriba akoigi jida leiriba Istepot na ju mayam jina ju loina ubi akoy maning jida laibje game sadana maning chingda laije adu ngarang mak masida kapsal laiba nong maije si akoy idom chahogi jidani idom chahogi je kamai tawge asida akoy na tumam bataraga di phamung da tariba nongoi maru je akoy tumam bataraga di isada paloidra akoy maira paibi thokpagi palhogdabani asibu akoy gi moine he hairuraga na lamo kapani hai akoy phamungjibu lamok laibhamla haiba akoy na haijaningi ado akoy adoi matik ware hujik lau sing kumba matamju police na hai sabai na hai pung tara dagi hena kumbiganu pung tara matungda kumu hai moina pung tara de kumu hai jibu akoy di laita lar ba chahi cha da ba hakumju lau da bagi adoi matik ware kumji khatang yumyana poda uba lauje pungsing thajambire cha da ba yadamni na chatli akoy na churi nomi adu da moina hai pung tara dagi kabana pung taru adu khoi karma matam da no khoi na pung ahum da kaw hai moina adagi chatpana pung tara dagi chatlu hai karma matam da no ba khoi na thabak su dori je nungdang phangi tumdre nuksa hai gala kan da tumda da na nungdang tumda da na leidu da nuksa ka da lokuma di si bara ba khoi na ngai ri jibu moina khali je akhoi adu baina charang chawina tawraga akhoi si ba ngai ri ra si ba ngai kan dra ba akhoi gi asidagi koki inthokpi dorije koi ngang jo haite adui matik ware koi wamandana ne koi chimban jidagi kai no thogla e akoi awa bajini akoi ngangi baje no mata koi wangang jo haite akoi gi chembam thokpa madagi maira paibi thokpa akoi gi chubam no mam masida achu wana leira bajida hujik chum tawra puje akoi gi thamoi je akoi puba yadre wa ba hauna gai ware adu akoi je chira kandra ba moi tanthokpi dorije Hairu ragana lamokan handaki thaji da bu mamang kayama kapa me ngangnare chaknare koi dharana kayama tawre mayam asiga mi thambini haire thambide tim sajaliba jagajida istebo thambini na koi ahin kaya matum dagai ban tawre meeting kaya tawgore ado huji hok thambide akoi sira gandra ba moina thambido ije akoi yam pendre akoi parjaje adoi mati pendre akoi gi awabe kanana ju ubidre adagi gas laibo di pai kaya wari huji cha da thakta na gas ju laiba ngamda 칭주 laita masida ching chalaga tawgada bo ching mate mo khun bangamdre ho wa ba hauna gai ware haininga laita gai ware masi tambada jinji da ju tholaktre si mayam na khitang yangbiu ado akhoi bu huji sumaina sum laigadori bra hanta ki thaji da moina kapai je manga ra sure akhoi gi mitai na amutang kapu jo huji nongan baga sebai wa thana wa pung mo gai la kani noina kapuri di kari gi no step la khot pada akhoi tabong khang de kaya ni tawri moina kapa khoi phada hodari phade ado moina kapa phaji karim ta haibi de manamni nai di je kari gi no khoi je ngai tana simai jong kapa phaji da khoi je wa re lai bam ja bong khang dre na halamuna solon da ngai tana kapa me ana tum jing lon da phaji na song gi to kra ga si gi maning jing ji da mu kapa e jom no ngalam dai khodi gi kapa hoje nimi humni mari ni su jala ada khoi lai bam ja bong khang de wa bai de si bu hena wa ni ngai lai tre ba khoi je the meat gi pi je joro tar ga smai jum khang na dum lai re ha ba khoi je hoji hoji tar ga icha na su ga char ga lai ba khoi je jo mo je subham khang dre de nom pham jo khang dre kari na ba khoi na si de hing do ri je khoi je wa re ha ba ni de lau kum me hoji ti hang gai pung manga ta ru ta karam ba de na hoji ti apung ahum da kar akhoi je yang wa re ba de gi kumba jungan na kumba ya na ha wai di ayuk nga ta ma mi nge cha khra ga yam khang na ra ga lak pa ne ba hoji ti no ma ge kitang churu ra ga loi re pung jing lai re ba hoji ti lau kumba ji ngan na chat pa ju ya dre thieng na ju ka pa ya dre pung ahum da gi hen ba ya dre hoji lau ka ba da kari na ba si da koi ni hing dori ba ma pham ji da wa re ha ba si bu hen na wa ni ngai lai tre khang de koi gyalam ta salak tre hai ba.
In an extensive security operation across Manipur's hill and valley districts, authorities launched targeted search operations and area domination exercises in sensitive and fringe areas. These efforts led to significant recoveries from Agejang village and Uyok Nala in Vishnupur's district. Seized items included a notable cache of weaponry and riot control equipment, 1 SLR rifle, 1 sniper rifle, 2 bolt-action rifles, a 9mm pistol with an empty magazine, 5 HE number 36 hand grenades, 18 rounds of live ammunition, 3 wood-piercing tear smoke cells, 4 anti-riot rubber bullets, 3 tear smoke shells, 5 soft-nose tear smoke shells, 2 stun grenades, 2 tear smoke grenades, a WT set, 3 bulletproof jackets, and 2 plastic sacks. To ensure uninterrupted supply of essential goods, a convoy of 143 vehicles on National Highway 37 and 14 vehicles on National Highway 2 received strict security coverage. Security forces also reinforced their presence with 111 strategically placed checkpoints throughout Manipur's districts. 5 individuals were detained in connection with checkpoint violations, underscoring the increased vigilance in these areas. In a related crackdown on illegal activities, Manipur police raided suspected sites producing and distributing DIC, distilled Indian-made liquor, in Chudachandpur district. The operations conducted on November 4 targeted a clandestine brewing site of K. Wangfai village, where 2 individuals were apprehended and 4-wheeler vehicle was seized. Another raid at LFC Inn uncovered a large quantity of illegal liquor, including approximately 1,500 liters of DIC liquor and 500 cans of beer, which were promptly disposed of. Delhi's air quality continued to deteriorate on Tuesday, November 5, as pollution levels remain in the very poor to severe categories, according to data from the Central Pollution Control Board, CPCB. A dense layer of smoke covered various parts of the capital, creating alarming conditions for public health and visibility. The center's air quality index, AQI, was recorded at a high of 384 around 8 am. indicating very poor air quality. SAFA India reported even higher readings in certain areas where AQI levels exceeded 400 by Tuesday morning, pushing air quality into the severe category. Among the worst affected areas, Munrika recorded an AQI of 416, Vivek Vihar at 424 and Anand Vihar reached a hazardous 457, along with Asok Bihar, New Motivak, Rohini and Dwaka Sector 8 all surpassing 400. These severe AQI levels pose significant health risks, especially for vulnerable populations, as prolonged exposure to such pollution can lead to respiratory issues and aggravate existing conditions. Other parts of Delhi also witnessed high pollution levels with AQI reading at Pusa, RK Puram, ITO, Lodi Road and Narela hovering around a very poor category ranging between 343 and 396. The air quality index measures pollution in categories poor between 200 to 300, very poor from 301 to 400 and severe from 401 to 450. And the level above 450 is classified as severe plus, indicating an emergency situation. Amidst this health crisis, the Supreme Court expressed serious concerns on Monday regarding the enforcement of firecracker ban in Delhi. A bench comprising Justices Abhay S. Oka and Augustine George Mashi questioned the Delhi government over the reported violations of the ban during Diwali celebrations. The bench directed the government to submit a detailed affidavit outlining measures implemented to address the pollution crisis and prevent the use of firecrackers. Pointing to media reports about widespread violations of the ban, the Supreme Court emphasized the urgency of effective enforcement and demanded an explanation for the lack of compliance. The court's inquiry comes at a critical time as Delhi's pollution crisis continues to escalate, posing severe health risks and underscoring the need for decisive action against pollution sources in the city. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has strongly condemned the recent attack on a Hindu temple in Brampton, Ontario, calling it a deliberate act of aggression by pro-Khalistani extremists. This marks his first official statement amidst escalating tensions between India and Canada following a series of controversial incidents involving the Khalistani movement. The attack occurred on Sunday afternoon when radicals clashed with devotees outside the Hindu Shaba Mandir. Video call footage circulating on social media captures the chaos as worshippers were confronted by the attackers, highlighting a disturbing trend of violence against the Indian diaspora in Canada. In response, Modi stated on X, "I strongly condemn the deliberate attack on a Hindu temple in Canada, equally appalling on the cowardly attempt to intimidate our diplomats. Such acts of violence will never weaken India's resolve. We expect the Canadian government to ensure justice and uphold the rule of law." Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau also condemned the attack. However, he refrained from addressing the role of pro-Khalistani elements, which have become increasingly provocative under his leadership. Modi's statement underscores a growing frustration with the Canadian government's handling of the radical elements within its borders, especially after Indian diplomats face surveillance by Canadian authorities. The backdrop of this violence is rooted in allegations that the Indian government was involved in the killing of Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar last year. Trudeau's administration has faced criticism for naming Indian High Commissioner Sanjay Verma as a person of interest in Nijjar's death without presenting substantial evidence. In a further display of defiance, the Canadian House of Commons recently held a moment of silence in memory of Nijjar, exacerbating tensions. In light of these events, the Indian government has taken a hard stance, summoning Canada's Charge d'Affaires to express its outrage and withdrawing its envoy from Canada, which include expelling 6 Canadian diplomats. The diplomatic spat has raised concerns about the safety of the Indian community in Canada, with Modi asserting that such violent acts cannot go unpunished. Now let's take a short break. Stay there. We'll be right back.
Ningol Chakauba amadi Diwali kumaida relief camp te leiriba
Live tharadi miyamda asengba adu haibiyu. Dukan yaura akanda masidadi offer laitena soidana hairakani. HG Cassette Gallery da amuktang lingshin birau. Online price da mobile khudimak loina phangbigani. Hojik se wana ba matamnina loan gi khudong chabasu aikhoi gi maikai dagi pizari. MI gi phone leiba singi su lucky draw leizai. Chahi loramdai asida adom gi daw adu yabra haina amuktang yengbiu. Car bite mobile na jingba sing phawa yana leiri. Ningol Chakauba special offer gi mathakta aikhoi gi store gi oina su lucky draw tawjari. Lucky draw asigi first prize na 32-inch TV, second prize na induction, third prize na rice cooker ni. Singjamai supermarket te laiba HG Cassette Gallery da lingshin biraktuna khudong chaba ase lawbi ho.
Makhal kaya gi award phangaba HG Cassette Gallery ni. Chahi tara gi mathaktagi HG Cassette Gallery na mobile store asida matam nga chanaba mongda offer amadi discount kaya piduna lakchari. Sale khudong cha dablersu loan da mobile lawbi ba yagani. Discount piba khatang natana lucky draw tawduna miyamda khudol kaya am su pijari. Miyamsu Singjamai supermarket ta laiba HG Cassette Gallery da umtang lingsing birau. Loina na HG Cassette Gallery gi Facebook page asibu follow tawba singi onasu lucky draw amasu thamjari.
Saraswati Institute of Management and Paramedical Sciences, Pangai, Imphal East District, opposite to Manipur Police Training Center, MPTC, Hariba Institute asi.
Government amadi private hospitals in the clinical exposed to Kuki,
affiliated to Manipur University and then recognized by Pharmacy Council of India and then Indian Nursing Council, Masung MNC Manipur Nursing Council. Institute asida fangiba facility sing adadi separate boys and girls hostel, transport facility, amasung 12 hours library facility.
Approved by Ministry of HRD, New Delhi, Government of India.
Mobile furniture na lagliba wedding season asigi anau ba contemporary wedding set furniture sing puduna lakchari loina na Manipur ihan hanba oina wedding set laibiba matamda 24 karat ki 5 gram ke gold coin free gift oina bizari mayam lengsin biraktuna mobile furniture ki 3rd edition the great wedding sales gold offer asi pre-booking tobiduna khudong jaba silobi ho
offer asi akupa information khangbinabagi damakta sangai product laiba mobile furniture la lengsin biro
Chahi asigi kunga mangarak suba World Sight Day Englishing and kunmarigi oina Malem Sinbathungna Love Your Eyes Kids them the pangthokle numit ashina lakpada nahasing amadi angangi eye care da focus tawjaduna amadi mitpu mapangal kanna thamnabagi damakta ingadaba chatna kang Yariba makai mid sokhan bidaba amadi sokchin kraba midbu hena sokchin danabagi damakta doctor na piba correction and prescribed glasses niyom chumna uppiba vitamin A hena yauba machang oiba chinjak chabiba angang singda arapa pot udabagi leina haibadi short sightedness tagi ngakthok nabagi damakta yariba makai nongmagi matamda minute marfudara asang aman marakta leibiba mapanda leiba matamda nungshagi ultraviolet radiation dagi ngakthok nabagi damakta sunglasses natraga tupi upiba yariba makai angang singda screen time hanta hanabagidamata electronic gadgets ka kuina loina hanbidaba amadi nganna mid ki problem sing khangdoktuna kalhona bagidamata regular eye checkup tokthokpiba kaubiganu paujen jariba National Program for Control of Blindness and Visual Impairment
Welcome back from the break. You're watching ELITETV English News. Meghalaya government has threatened legal action against anyone falsely using the Lakadong turmeric tag on product not grown within the geographical area. Lakadong turmeric has been granted a geographical indications by the Register of GI in March 2024. It falls under Class 30 Spice Turmeric registered in the name of Langlenton Turmeric Cooperative Union Limited, Jowai, West Jenta Hills. However, the Delhi Development Agency (DDA), on the direction of Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena, planted this rare species under thick bamboo groups spreading over 2 acres in the Yamuna floodplain in Delhi at Bansera. Happy to share that the famed Langlenton turmeric from Meghalaya's Jenta Hills has made its way to Yamuna floodplain. Has made its way to Yamuna floodplain in Delhi at Bansera. The innovative step to introduce this finest quality turmeric in Delhi's climate has shown promising results with 80% survival rate, Lieutenant Governor Saxena posted on X. The Supreme Court on Monday refused to entertain a public interest litigation PIL challenging Article 348, Clause 1A of the Indian Constitution, which mandates the exclusive use of English in proceeding before the apex court. How could you challenge the constitutional validity of Article 348? It is a part of the original constitution, a bench headed by CJI D.I. Chandrachud told the petitioner. Dismissing the petition, the bench, also comprising Justice J.B. Pardiwala and Manoj Mishra, said that the PIL was wholly lacking in substance and merit. Further, the apex court questioned if parties should be heard in every language recognized in the constitution. It said we have appeal and SLPs which come to this court from diverse states. Should we now be hearing parties in every language recognized by the Constitution? The PIL said that the imposition of English as sole language in judicial proceedings disproportionately affects the petitioner, who are unable to file their petition in English due to their lack of proficiency in the language. More on the news. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge on Monday alleged that the BJP's anti-people policies are corroding India's economy and challenged Prime Minister Narendra Modi to speak about the real issues facing common people in the future election rallies instead of spewing lies against the opposition. Kharge said fact narratives cannot be substitute for real welfare. Have a look at economic turmoil you have created by looting ordinary citizens of their last paisa. Even the festive cheer could not lift the spirit of India's economy, reeling under low consumption, high inflation, widening inequality, dampened investment and wage stagnation, the Congress chief said in a post on X. Even industry captains are forced to talk about missing middle class syndrome as the Modi government deals a body blow to the poor and middle class by imposing back-breaking price rise and wiping out their savings through mindless taxation, he alleged. 500 naval facts, food inflation is at 9.2%, vegetable inflation surged from 10.7% in August to a 14-month-long high of 36% in September 2024. It is a fact that the FMCG sector has seen demand sharply decline, with growth in sales dropping from 10.1% to just 2.8% in a year. Your own finance ministry's monthly report states this, he said. Kharge said FMCG companies reported a decline in margins and have stated that this could lead to an increase in prices if raw materials costs become unmanageable for companies. The Congress chief claimed that household savings have plunged to a 50-year low. A packed beyond capacity bus carrying passengers returning to work after Diwali fell into a deep gorge in Uttarakhand's Almora district on Monday, killing at least 36 of the about 60 people on board. 24 people were injured, 4 of them critically, when the 43-seater bus operated by the private Garhwal Motor Owner Association was on its way from Pauri in Garhwal region to Ramnagar in Kumaon, about 250 km away. The accident took place around 8 am, almost the fag end of the overnight journey, said District Magistrate Alok Kumar Pandey. The bus plunged into a 200-meter gorge in Almora's Marchula area, 35 km before its destination, Ramnagar, he said. Visuals from the area pointed to the magnitude of the accident. The vehicle reduced to a mangled mass as it rolled down the forested rocky slope and stopped just short of a stream. Rescuers could be seen working to pull out the passengers. Out of the 36 killed, 10 are women. A magisterial probe has been ordered and assistance regional transport officers of Pauri and Almora suspended. The news of the death of many people, including women and children, in a road accident in Almora, Uttarakhand, is heard rending. I express my deepest condolences to the bereaved families and pray for the speedy recovery of those injured, President Draupadi Murmu said in a post on X. Now more on the news. Indonesia's National Disaster Management Agency said on Monday that at least 10 people have died as a series of volcanic eruptions widens on the remote island of Flores. The eruption at Mount Liwotobi Laki-Laki around midnight spewed thick brownish ash as high as 2,000 meters into the air, and hot ashes hit several villages, burning down houses, including a convent of Catholic nuns, said Firman Yusuf, and officials at the Mount Liwotobi Laki-Laki monitoring post. He said volcanic material was thrown up to 6 kilometers from its crater, blanketing nearby villages and towns with tons of volcanic debris and forcing residents to flee. Rescuers were still searching for more bodies buried under collapsed houses, said Abdul Muhari, the National Disaster Management Agency's spokesperson. Muhari said all the bodies, including a child, were found within a 4-kilometer radius of the crater. He said at least 10,000 people have been affected by the eruption in 6 villages of Langlenton district and 4 villages in Ilibura district. Some have fled to relatives' houses, while the local government is readying schools to use as temporary shelter. The country's volcano monitoring agency increased the volcano's alert status to the highest level and more than doubled the exclusion zone to 7-kilometer radius after midnight on Monday as eruption became more frequent. A nun in Hokeng village died and another was missing, said Augusta Palma, the head of St. Gabriel Foundation that oversees convents on the majority Catholic island. Security forces in Tripura arrested 5 individuals, including 2 Bangladeshi nationals from Sabroom area for illegally crossing the international border and entering India, police said. The 5 people were spotted by border security force personnel while they were crossing the border at Jalkumba village, following which they were arrested. Sabroom Sub-Divisional Police Officer Nityananda Sarkar told PTI. 5 persons, 3 Indians and 2 Bangladesh nationals were arrested for illegally crossing the international border. An FIR has been lodged at Sabroom police station in this regard. Sarkar informed that 3 Indian citizens had gone to Bangladesh to visit a close relative but got stranded there due to the turmoil. As the situation has improved a bit in Bangladesh, the 3 Indians and 2 Bangladeshi citizens were coming to Sabroom, he said. Manipur's promising boxer Supriya Devi Tokchom made headlines at the World Under-19 Boxing Championships, securing a silver medal in the fiercely contested 54 kg category. Competing against the USA's Kathleen Weiss in the finals, Tokchom fought valiantly but ultimately lost by unanimous decision. The championship, held from October 25 to November 3, 2024, brought together young athletes from around the globe, showcasing their skills and determination. Tokchom's impressive performance throughout the tournament garnered significant attention, and her silver medal win marks a notable achievement for the Indian boxing on the international stage. Expressing his pride and joy, Manipur MP Maharaja Sana Jaubale Samba took to acts to congratulate Thokchom. Congratulations, Thokchom Supriya Devi of Naransena, Manipur, for bagging a silver medal for India at the Under-19 World Boxing Championships, Colorado 2024. His post read, highlighting the athletes' inspiring journey and dedication. In the same event, Indian boxers made a strong impression, clinching a remarkable haul of 17 medals, including golds by Parthavi Geharwal, Vanshika Goswami, and Hemant Shangwan. The female boxers in particular stole the show with as many as 10 athletes standing on the podium at this prestigious age group tournament. Parthavi delivered a dominant performance, notching a 5-0 victory over Netherlands' Alaya Hopema in the women's 65 kg final. Meanwhile, Vanshika emerged victorious in the women's plus 80 kg category, defeating Germany's Victoria Gard by referee stops contest in just 1 minute and 37 seconds. Hemant secured India's show gold medal in the men's category, winning a closely contested 4-1 split decision against Rishon Sims of the USA in the 90 kg category. For ELITETV News channel, contact to the email address info@elitv.in or 940-2890-982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Now before we wrap up, let's look at the headlines once again. Kuki militants fresh attack at Tamnapokpi Imphal East District, no one injured. Use case of weapons seized, security forces intensify operations in vulnerable areas. Delhi's air quality worsens to severe levels as smoke engulfs city. And PM Modi condemns attack on Hindu temples in Canada, calls for justice. That's all for now, and we'll be back with more news updates at 3 p.m.